Joey Bada, aka Jovan Scott, is an American rapper, actor, and producer from Brooklyn, New York. Joey began writing songs when he was just 11 years old, and at 15, he uploaded a video of himself freestyling to YouTube. The video ended up getting reposted by Worldstar, and it also caught the attention of Johnny Shipes, who later became Joey's manager. Joey was heavily inspired by a lot of old school artists from the 90s, and he has cited his major musical influences as being Nas, Tupac, Black Thought, MF Doom, J Dilla, Andre 3000, Jay-Z, and Biggie. In June of 2012, Joey released his debut mixtape entitled 1999, and Hip Hop DX touted it as being the best mixtape of that year. It was also nominated for Mixtape of the Year by BET as well. The following year, Joey was named a XXL freshman alongside Travis Scott and Ab Soul. In January of 2015, on his birthday, he released his debut studio album, entitled Before the Money. It debuted at number 5 on the Billboard 200 and sold 54,000 copies in its first week. 1 year later, he made his TV debut on the second season of Mr. Robot, where he was cast as Leon, a recurring character featured in the show. That same year, he released a single entitled Devastated, which peaked at number 25 on the Billboard Hot 100. In April of 2017, Joey released his second studio album entitled All American Badass. Let's get into the cook-up. Today's video is sponsored by Loopcloud. Loopcloud is a fully featured sample manager and store that automatically synchronizes to your DAW, so you can try out, edit, combine, and affect samples from your existing library or their store in your track before buying them. They offer a variety of plans, starting at around $7 per month, but they also allow for free downloads of their software as well. The main uses for the free version of the software are uploading your existing collection of samples, having the system tag and organize them automatically, and then editing them in your DAW, without any need to drag them into your DAW session until you know that they work in context. This saves you from creating a bunch of copies of audio files that you might end up never using, and just add clutter to your project. To test this feature, I loaded my loops from the Drip Drum Kit into Loopcloud, and the tagging feature appears to be on point, as it correctly identified the key and BPM of each sample. Loopcloud also recently launched a website version of their platform, so you can browse, save, and download sounds from any device or location. I was browsing through the web version of Loopcloud, and I found a sample loop that I liked. So I purchased it, and I opened it up in the Loopcloud app. Now I'm gonna look for some boom-bap type drum samples. After listening to a few loops, I settled on this one. I'm looking to add some more melodic elements to our track. I came across this horn stab that I liked, but I didn't want it to hit on every bar, so I had to elongate the looping region slightly. I also decided to add some of Loopcloud's integrated effects. First, I applied a quarter note delay, and then I added a bit of reverb as well. Here's what the loop sounds like now. I started browsing for some more melodic elements, and I found a couple of saxophone samples that I liked. Here's what they sound like. I started looking for a bass loop, and I couldn't really find anything that fit, except for the tail end of this one loop here. At this point, I felt like I did all I wanted to do with Loopcloud, so I began dragging and dropping the sample loops into FL Studio. I laid down this bass melody with an 808. Here's what everything sounds like all together. Alright, now it's time to write some lyrics. Joey's lyrics typically feature multisyllabic rhyme schemes, often incorporating large words not typically found in your run-of-the-mill rap songs, and he also puts a focus on social or political issues. And just a disclaimer, I'm not trying to do an outright impression of Joey here. I'm just attempting to recreate a rough approximation of his style by incorporating common elements and themes found within his music. With all of that out of the way, let's see what we've come up with.
I'm from that city where it's crucial to fight. You might be losing your life over some shit you ain't maneuvering right. These crooked cops looming to strike, abusing our rights. No sign of systematic change or revolution in sight. The pits of hell are truly bottomless. News media conglomerates, steady indoctrinating the populace. I grew up with no pot to piss. Out for dead with my presidents, cause ain't no one represent me in politics.